Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today I'm going to be filming a drugstore full face tutorial, and most of it is first impressions. I think there's like 2 products, probably 3 at most, that I have used before. I was just at Target and I saw so many new products that I haven't seen before, so that's what made me want to do this. Everything, I have the receipt here, everything that I bought is under $10 per product. I gave myself a $100 cap. I ended up only spending $65. So with that said, I'm going to take off this makeup and we will get into the video. Alright, so I'm back still with my eyebrows on because I realized that I didn't get any drugstore eyebrow products. So I just left my eyebrows on and I carved them out a little bit with the concealer I'm about to show you. And along with eyebrow products that I didn't get a primer while I was there because I forgot. So I just put on my Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. And now we're going to start out with the foundation that I've been actually really wanting to try. It is, I was twisting it off, but it's just a pull off. It's the Maybelline 24-hour foundation. I got it in the color Classic Ivory. It's the color 120. And I'm just going to take it on my beauty sponge. And I can tell already that it's super full coverage. Alright, so far I am super impressed with the coverage on it. I know I'm not even done with my face yet, but this little thing was bright red, these were bright red, pretty good. However, I'm noticing as it's drying the color is oxidizing, so I'm a little yellow, but that's okay. Alright, so this claims to be full coverage, up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, and it's supposed to be fade and transfer resistant and oil free. So I will say that it is very full coverage and I do appreciate it. It was one thin layer and it covered literally everything. Usually I have to go back over my trouble areas, but not with this. It is definitely a matte finish, which I very much appreciate because I am a greasy mess, and so I need matte finish. To the breathable and comfortable, I will definitely say that it is comfortable. It hardly feels like there's anything on my skin. I can't tell you anything about fade and transfer resistant quite yet because I haven't really done much. So, and I did put some on the back of my hand and I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer, and then once my concealer is done, hopefully this will be dry and we'll see how much it oxidizes as it dries down. I picked up the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin concealer. This is the lightest color it came in, and I'm just gonna conceal under my eyes and brighten my face. Use my beauty blender. For some reason this is kind of stinging my under eyes, not an extreme amount, but it's definitely not that comfortable right now because it kind of burns. I don't know what that's about, but so I don't know if I would say this concealer is full coverage, but with the extremely full coverage foundation underneath, like, oh well. However, if you were using this concealer with a not full coverage foundation like this one is, your circles might show through a little bit. But it does feel nice on the skin. A little dollop right next to it, and I'm going to blend it out so we can see. Okay, so this is wet on the skin, and this is how much it dries down. So it is drying down to, like, I'd say a shade or two darker. So just keep that in mind if you want to go purchase this. Let me just tell you how much those were. So the concealer was $7.89. The foundation was $9.99. I'm going to put a little more concealer on my eyelids to prime them. And I'm just putting my translucent Airspun Coty Airspun translucent, I don't know, the same stuff I use every single video, to set my concealer on my eyelids. I didn't get this today, but this is also a drugstore product, so I figured it was okay to use. And I'm gonna take it also to bake underneath my eyes with. More. Okay, now we're gonna go into eyeshadow. I bought the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette. Here's the box for it. That's what it looks like. I've been wanting to get this for quite a long time. I think I saw Manny MUA using it, and it was just so beautiful, and I really wanted it ever since. That is the most expensive thing that I got, and it was $10 even. And so since it's all like shimmery colors, I also got this one. This is by NYX, and it is $8.49. I didn't realize in store that most of the colors are shimmer. Okay, not most. 3 of the 6 are shimmer. If I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have gotten this one. But since we're here, I'm going to just put this color in my crease. Get this little mirror around. Dang, I wish there were more matte shades. Okay, well, I'm a little upset that there's only a couple. 2 of the 3 matte shades are super light. This is the other one. So, I mean, I don't really have a lot of options. I thought these 2 were also matte in the store, so I guess I'm just gonna take that really dark one and throw it in my crease, an outer corner, and we'll just go with a really natural look, I guess. Okay, well, I don't really like this very much. It's like I thought it was like a dark brown. That's what it looks like in the pan, but it's like a weird bluish gray on the eyes. I'm really kind of not in love with this little palette. I don't know what to do. I guess the only thing I can do is go in with let me try to build up the color a little bit in my outer V, and then we'll be back to do the shimmer color. Okay, so here's where we're at with the eyeshadow. I kind of hate the color, and I'm very disappointed with how this looks right now, but it is what it is. I should have got myself another palette just in case, but I didn't, so here we are. And because this is more of like a gray on the eye than it looks in the pan, because it looks dark brown, none of these shimmer colors go with it at all, really. But I really want to try these, so we're just gonna put one on it anyway, and it's just not gonna look good, and we're gonna have to deal with it. I guess I'm just gonna go in with this color. It's kind of like a light browny pink thing. First, I'm gonna try to apply it with a brush. If it doesn't work very well, I'll just go in with my finger. Okay, that is so pretty. I'm gonna see how well it applies with my finger instead of the brush. Honestly, that didn't make much of a difference. We'll try it on this side though. Okay. These are pretty. I don't know if you can see very well, but they're so shimmery and nice. And they're very easy to apply. Here they are all swatched on my hand. They're so pretty. Okay, even though I hate this eyeshadow look, we're gonna move on. It's not the eyeshadow's fault that it looks awful. It's my bad for not paying attention to what the palette was. But I will say that the NYX shadows, even though I didn't like the color choices, they were pretty pigmented and they do blend pretty well. Now I'm gonna go in with this Revlon Color Stay pressed powder. I'm just gonna sweep away my baking. And this powder was $8.99, and it comes like this, and then you can flip it up and it comes with like the little spongy thing and a mirror. I'm not gonna use the little spongy thing, I'm just gonna use my brush. Whoa! So much of it is like, it just went everywhere. Okay, this foundation is looking so good. You probably don't even need to set it, but I'm the kind of girl that sets even her matte foundation because I'm an oil slick. Okay, so after that powder, my skin looks amazing. Let's take a look up close. God, this eyeshadow is killing me. I look like I've done eyeshadow maybe twice in my life. Okay, I don't know if it's the foundation or the powder or a mixture of the two, but my skin looks so good. Well, like, for my skin's like super textured, so it doesn't look very good very much at the time, but it looks pretty good. I will say that I am very impressed with that foundation. I should try this powder without that foundation, like with my regular foundation, so I know if I like this too. Okay, now we are going to go in with bronzer and blush. Here, I got this little package. It's e.l.f. blush and bronzing powder. It says contouring right here also, so you can use it for whatever, I guess. It comes in this little guy. Let's open. So both of them are shimmery. And as I've probably said about 1,000 times, I need to be matte, not shimmery. So I guess I will just go in with my, I didn't buy this one today, but I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because this is also sold at the drugstore. I don't know if I love the smell or if I hate the smell. Every time I open it, I'm like, This bronzer is so good. It's not patchy, it just goes on, it looks so smooth. As smooth as butter. Get it because it's butter bronzer. Okay, I really, truly, deeply do not want to put a shimmering blush on my cheek. That was $4, so I mean, it's pretty cheap. If you like shimmery blush and bronzer and you want to go for a cheap one, this one might be for you. However, I don't know how I feel about the colors. Like, the bronzer is pretty cool toned, which tends to be kind of weird for a bronzer. Maybe for a contour, but a shimmery contour, like, I've never heard of that. And the blush is like cream colored. So I don't know, I mean, maybe if you're like super fair skinned it might work for you, but I don't know about that one. So I'm going to take my Milani blush. This is in the color Tea Rose. And I'm just going to apply that. Now that blush is done, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild highlighter in the color something about petals, Precious Petals. This I didn't buy today either, but I think I've used it like once, and it's obviously drugstore, and I think it was probably like, it had to have been below $5. If I remember right, it is super pretty. Yes. I'm gonna just put a little more on. Oh, okay, yeah. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh. And it's not like glittery. It's just like a nice like glow from within. Whew, it's good. I think this is the last thing. I got this drugstore mascara, if I can get into it. I feel like I've seen a lot of people trying this lately. It is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. Oh, this is what the wand looks like. I kind of feel weird about that, but the wand is a little weird, so let's see. I think the packaging is super cute, I will say that. Like, it's matte, so it's like nice and like soft. The wand feels like it's like stabbing me in my eyeball. Like every time I touch it to my like lash bed, it, like jabs me. So that's kind of unpleasant, but so far I think my eyelashes are looking pretty good. They look pretty good. Look pretty decent. This was $7.99. So it's pretty good for $7.99. Okay, this mascara is actually really good. Like, pretty decent. I would buy it again. So the last product is this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This also, like, I've seen quite a bit. And I don't wear lipstick, like, ever really, but I just really wanted to try it. I love the packaging. Okay. This brush picks up like no product, kind of like rubbing a dry brush on my mouth. This smells heavenly. Makes me think of like around the holidays when they come out with like the candles that smell like snickerdoodles or something. That's what it makes me think of. It smells good. Alright, so it looks like I really like the color of it. I feel like my lip line looks really crazy. It got like a little wonky over here, so I tried to match it on this side, and now it just looks insane. So just feel free to ignore that. Oh, my lips are like sticking together, awful. When it dries, I'll come back. Oh, it feels awful. And I'll give you a final update. Well, thoughts on everything. We'll start from the beginning, I guess. Foundation, beautiful. Concealer, pretty dang good. Like, I'm like honestly in love with this. This might become like my everyday foundation because it's good. Concealer, pretty good. What was next? And then the Revlon Color Stay setting powder. I don't know if it was the foundation just looking amazing on my skin, or this, or the combination, as I said, but it like, I don't look oily or anything, so this locked it in. So overall, I'd say that one's really good too. Next was this. I didn't even use it, so that tells you how I feel about that. I hate to be so harsh on something, but I cannot use a blush and bronzer that are like glitter chunks in it. Not my thing. If that is your thing, e.l.f. might be the place to go, but not for me. The Wet n Wild highlight is beautiful and I love it so much. And I've used it before and I love it, and I love it. The eyeshadow palette, this thing was kind of a bust for me. There's very few matte shades in it, and the ones that are, this is a kind of color that I would use to set my eyelid to get ready for eyeshadow. This one is hardly a crease color because when I put it in my crease, it looked exactly like my eyelid color. And then this is the only other matte shade, this one down here, and it looks like a dark brown in the pan, but on the eye it's like a muddy gray color, and I'm just not a fan. So unless of course this is what you're looking for, I don't know if I would go for it. Maybe skip this one. However, the Prism eyeshadow palette by e.l.f., this one was beautiful. I hate these little things. So this one would be worth the money. Last two things, the mascara is honestly like, I feel like it's kind of comparable to the Better Than Sex, which is what I use every single day pretty much. It doesn't give like as much volume as the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but for like a third of the price, this is pretty good. And then lastly, the Superstay Matte Ink. It didn't like fully dry down, so my lips are still sticking together, and it's kind of like really uncomfortable. I mean, I hardly ever wear lipstick, so maybe it's just me not being used to lipstick that thinks it's uncomfortable. But I have other liquid lipsticks that I would definitely wear over this. The color, however, is really pretty. If you can't tell, this is kind of my color. So the color is nice, but it's not super comfortable on the lips, and it never really dried down, so my lips are sticking together. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like, I mean, I would say it's probably worth the money. I think it was, what, $8? I don't know where I put the receipt. I think it was $8, which isn't expensive or anything, so I mean, it's not super sticky, so this one I would buy again. Actually, no, I probably wouldn't, but if you want it, buying it is not going to be a bad choice. So, alright, so that is my full face of drugstore products. Most of them worked for me, and I really enjoyed most of them. There were a few that were kind of a bust for me, but the ones that I liked, I really liked, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.